Hey guys, alright, and here's the tutorial as promised for the winning effect of the little competition I had, and the winning trick was Octane. So for this tutorial I'll be using my pink breast cancer cards, a little bit. And these are actually a prize of my contest, which is ending in 2 days, so if you're not entered yet, better get in there. And real quick, I want to thank everyone who's entered so far. I've just hit over 700 subscribers. This contest has helped me out so much, and just thank you guys so much for subscribing and entering the contest. So without further ado, let's do this tutorial. Get the jokers out of the way. They're both pink for breast cancer. Okay, so this trick has a couple complicated parts to it, and I did my best to think of easier ways for more beginner magicians to come about these parts of the trick. So I come up with a few ideas to do a few of the moves, so if anyone else has any ideas, please leave a comment below so you can help me out and help everyone else out. So the first thing you need to do is you need to get a card face up on top of the deck without the spectator knowing. Now what I did in my performance is I did a turnover pass. So you have, say they want this card right here, the 4 parts, and you're going to close the deck over it, holding a pinky break. And I'm not going to explain the turnover pass in too much detail because I'm still not really good at it. I'm still working on it. Check out Decks and Contest if you want a really good tutorial for the Herman pass / turnover pass. Also, Gnarly Cards has a really good tutorial. So, but basically what you're going to do is you're going to curl your index finger on the bottom of the pack above your break, and you're going to do this motion right here to turn the cards like that, pushing up with your index finger and pulling down with your pinky. And you're going to hold your hand like this for so you have a lot of cover over here. And you're going to basically pick up the top pack above your break and do this underneath the cards and turn this pack so it just looks like you're turning over the deck. Okay, so again, right there. Now, an easier way to do this, for a beginner who probably doesn't know how to do the pass, you'll have a card selected face up. So let's say they want the Jack of Hearts. You're going to flip over the Jack of Hearts, and you're going to show it again like that. And you're going to say, okay, we'll leave the Jack of Hearts in the center. Let's give the deck a couple of cuts, and what you're going to do now is a double undercut, so their card is already on bottom, or top, however you want to look at it. So now you want to do a false cut to say you're further losing the cards in the deck, but the deck's face up so they can tell it's a false cut. So you're going to do an altered swing cut, swing false cut, so swing cut the first pack, and swing cut the second pack, and bring the other one over. So you have 3 packs in your hand like this, and the one you need to be on bottom is in the middle. So grab the middle pack and just drop the cards like that. So there'll be a different card face up, and the deck will appear more mixed. And you'll get the same result as the turnover pass with the card face up on top. So next what you need to do is you need another card from the bottom this time. Let's just use the Ace of Clubs. And you also need to get this card face up on top of the deck, but the spectator can see it this time. So you can either just put it like that and pick up the deck, or if you want to be a little bit fancier, use your index finger and middle finger, kind of slide it down like that, and then turn the deck over. So your next step is to do a double lift and say, okay, we'll set the Ace of Clubs down, but really, it's already the Jack. And then what you need to do is get the Ace of Clubs face up in the center of the deck. And there's 2 ways that you can do this. If you're more confident in your abilities, you can pull it down with your pinky like that, like a Cardini change. Obviously with your hand here for cover though. Mine's a little bit sloppy still. And then you would just cut the cards and be done with that. Or, again, if you're more of a beginner magician and don't feel confident in doing that in a performance or in a video for YouTube, what you do is you'll do your double lift. Say you're setting down the Ace of Hearts. While you're setting this down, get a pinky break. And then come back, transfer it to a thumb break, and do a Browie reversal. So you're going to take half the bottom pack, flip it over, square it up on top, then take everything below your break and flip it over. And you can either bring that to the top as well, then cut the cards, or you can just flip it over on the bottom like that and square the pack up. And from then on, it's all showmanship, patter, whatever you want to do, make that magical moment. But then the ace will be face up the middle, and the jack will be on the table. Okay, so that is it for the tutorial for Octane. But you know what, I think I've decided that I'm also going to do a tutorial for Royalty, because a lot of people like that trick as well, so expect that in the next couple days. And I kind of got something to ask you guys, and I ask you to please leave a comment below, because I really want to hear you guys' opinion on this. If any of you have been a subscriber for me for a while now, you might have noticed how I use a different deck in every single one of my videos where I do a tutorial or a trick. And I don't have extensive amount of money, and my parents don't really let me get as many decks as I want all the time. So I'm kind of running out of decks that I can use to perform with, or that I'd like to use for videos. So I'm asking if it would be okay with you guys if I stopped doing that and just used whatever deck I felt like. Because, like, right here, for instance, I have a ton of decks that I would love to do countless videos with, like my Expert at the Card Table deck, that's an awesome one, my Sentinels deck, my Jack deck, my B. Smith back deck, even, especially my Crown deck. I could perform with this the rest of my life. I love this deck. But if you guys want me to keep it up, see how long I can really go until I literally have no more decks to use, then I will. But if you're okay with it, I'm asking your guys' permission as my subscribers. Would you be okay with me using decks I've already used and my pattern of always using a different deck? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.